Chuck Norris once got bit by a cobra. After hours of agonizing pain, the cobra died. We just finished the foundation for our next job, and I got a lot of content. So in this video, what I want to go over is how we tie rebar, specifically for the footings. So what you're seeing on the screen right now are called snap bar, and I'll put the link in the description. It's a plastic product that actually is made locally, about 10 minutes from us, that we started to use here, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. We have to tie in our vertical steel. We are very slow at tying in our vertical steel. In the old days, we could wet set. The local municipality started requiring it all to be tied in place with alternating hooks. We're really slow because we are framers. We are not foundation guys. We can do it, and we're pretty efficient at it, but we're always looking for a way to get better. So we tried these out, and as you can see, they go pretty fast. Not as fast as you professionals, but faster than we can do it. So here's the process. Before we raise the footings to grade, we set all of our long steel. We cut everything to length with a grinder. We don't use rebar benders or cutters anymore. We place all of the steel on top of the spreader cleats, and then we install these. So you notice that it kind of splits the footing into thirds. Once that's done, then we take the pre-made 24 by 24 corners. I order those, they're a stock item. They save us all the time of bending bar. Figure 2 per corner, and then however many for your walls. And I'm using the Twin Tire Max rebar tying gun. So by placing the rebar on top of the spreader cleats, installing these snap bar rebar holders, I can keep everything nice and spaced in the right length, and then come back and tie in all the corners. And that's gonna lock all the steel together, and it's gonna make sure it stays where we want it relative to the edges of the forms. Also, can we just comment on how fast the rebar tying gun is? By the way, all told, this was about 350 lineal feet of footing, strip footings, with 2 bars in each. It took us about 2 hours completely to tie it all. I'll get to the verts here in just a moment. We have to overlap all of our steel here. It's in the International Residential Code, so follow the rules where you're at. That's how we do it. I could order 30 by 30 bends, but 24 by 24 work well. So here it is in real time. I'm gonna shut up for a second. Okay, I got a little sloppy with that bar. I like to tie everything either where the bars overlap on the top or the side, but not both. It doesn't matter. The code just requires that they be tied and overlap. Now in this case, I'm moving the bars and I'm gonna tie the overlaps. Technically here, we only need to be overlapped about 24 inches, but what's the point of cutting 2 feet of bar off? So we just let it run a little long. Now what I like to do is, because I've already gone around and put the snap bars about 3 foot on center, our requirement was 4 foot, but instead of pulling out a tape, I just install a few extras. I like to go all the way around and put the snap bars in, then go set my verts right next to it, and now here's the process for installing them. You have to be pretty confident with your use of the hammer. In the 4, maybe 5 years we've been using these, I've never hit my thumb. And I can guarantee you I probably will do it next time I do it now, just because I said it. So see, I just grip it with my left hand because I'm right-handed, alternate the hooks, and then generally it's 1 tap. I've tried this with vice grips, putting them in, well, generally with 1 tap, not always. Vice grips didn't work out that well. It was easier just to hold them. Once you get into a rhythm, I installed 90 of these in 1 hour. So I feel like that's pretty good for framers. We're not the professionals. On Instagram, I asked the professionals. A lot of guys told me I was slow. When I asked them what I could do better, they didn't respond. Typical. But a couple guys did, and they were real gracious. They could, with 2 people, they could do about the same amount. One guy, he was just super fast. I'm too old to get fast. Here it is, start to finish. It's about 8 seconds or 9 seconds when I put it on Instagram. So you can get into a rhythm. Here I just go through and install all the rest of them. Just work your way all the way around. What I find for me personally is that if I do the same exact task repetitively, I get into a better rhythm. So it's easier for me to go through and install all the snap bars on the horizontal, then lay out all the 2-foot verts, then come back and install them. And that way, even though I'm going around the footing 3 times, I feel like I just gained some efficiency by doing the same movement repetitively before switching to the next.
Hey Kyle, Chuck Norris once counted to infinity twice. Hey Kyle, Chuck Norris takes napalm for heartburn. Hey Kyle, did you hear that Chuck Norris came in contact with COVID-19? COVID-19's been in quarantine for the last year. Chuck Norris once got bit by a cobra. After hours of agonizing pain, the cobra died. I love that one. Oh, come on, come on.
I'll be honest, I'm getting kind of old for this bent over work after a couple days of this. Generally a footing like this would take us about a day. This one took us a little more than that because of the step downs, as in 2.5 days, but they weren't full days. Okay, so again, before we race to grade, all of our rebars sitting on top of the spreader cleats, we go through and tie the 3-inch dobies. We need to be 3 inches off the ground. Once those are all tied, so another trip around the foundation, now we just pop the spreader cleats and lower the rebar. I know it seems like a slow process, but doing this for the last 25 years, this is the fastest that we've gotten it. When it comes time to placing the concrete, good old Rai, he's our pump operator. He goes through and places it right against the forms. You can see now we've raised to grade. We're 8-inch footings with 2x6 forms. Very little spill out. It amounts to about a bucket. I calculated it one time. It's kind of a waste of time. Kyle and I go along with Rai with the concrete rakes, pushing it around and leveling the top. The rake is way better than bending over and screeding. And then my brother Brian on the left, my brother-in-law Greg on the right, they did our troweling. Not technically troweling because they're mag floats. Anyway, there's our process. And if you follow Awesome Framers, you know we're a huge fan of the droney, Super Mario Brothers style, kinda. Maybe I should have put that music in here. Anyway, there's the footprint. Everything's nice, parallel and square, all the bars in place, ready for inspection. There's just another view just to show kind of the step downs. That's what slows us down. And then, I guess there's one more picture. There it is. So Brian and Greg helped us. We got Rai in the middle with his little mannequin that he tries to creep people out with. I'm not exactly sure what that thing is for, but anyway. There's only actually 5 of us, not 6. Yep, there's the mannequin laying there in the middle. All poured. Next day, came in and stripped it in the afternoon. Took about an hour and a half. Nice and cleaned up, ready for walls. Thanks for following. Please consider subscribing. Okay, time to set up some footings. So we have good weather. We're supposed to be rained on, but the excavators got done yesterday. So we're gonna go and get all set up and get this bad boy formed today and tomorrow morning. I say that I really like Zoom for this reason. Haha. I can do my CPAP follow-up appointment from the work van. Not have to drive in. Silver linings. Also, boom. Okay, well that was quick. I absolutely love my pulmonary doctor, by the way. Okay, let's see if we don't get good weather If that, I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's very dark. We're supposed to have thunderstorms, but so far, so good. Just kidding. I really do not enjoy the starting process, but I think now, once we get this, Kyle's almost parallel. Once we get this staked in and I get up there, get a square, then we can roll. All right, we are coming along. One-handed. Man, nobody can shovel better with a hammer than Kyle Davis. Hey, do you guys want to see the wound that Kyle sustained teaching Krav Maga last week? Krav Maga?
Who's Krav Maga?
No, it's...
Cooking frog raw?
Is that what you were making?
No.
Okay.
I'm not Canadian.
No, if you were, you'd be such a wimp.
My thumb lost to the kitchen knife.
Kitchen knife, you cook?
Yeah, I cook.
How come you never make me anything?
Well, you're kind of a picky eater.
Touche. Anyway, you were just... What just happened that made you cry?
The impactor, you know, this I missed the screw and it like went in and you know, just like that stuff. And it's none of your business, and don't even worry about it.
All right, we're getting out of here. Actually pretty productive. We didn't start here until 10. So we just got the strip footings in the morning and then raise it, tie the steel. But I don't think we're gonna get inspection tomorrow. I think we're gonna push that off till Friday. Also, I think we're gonna miss that band of weather. Coming right at us. Seems like a good place to stop. Hey, you guys know that Awesome Framers loves to do everything the slow way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be back tomorrow. It's supposed to be an inch of rain tomorrow, but we didn't get much rain today or yesterday. We were supposed to get rained on. We will definitely get rained on tomorrow. Raise it to grade, all the expanded footings, clean up, figure out concrete quantities. I don't mind saying, I think this is my last footing. Like the previous 10 footings, this is my last footing. Get it? It's never gonna be. Just when I think I'm getting out, they come pulling me back in. All right, happy Friday, everybody. Beautiful day here. We are done. Zoom in a little bit. So we're finished. We pour Monday. We got just a couple little things to do. I think what we'll do is we'll set up the laser and we'll shoot. We like to get all of our walls, now that it's all staked and it's up, is now we actually shoot on top of the forms exactly where our walls go prior to pour. And then it's easy to set clips as soon as we're done pouring or placing concrete if you're one of those people. Anyway, I'm tired. This is I don't bounce back from this stuff anymore. Kyle and I were trying to count just for these verts and like the number of trips that you're circling. It's well, no wonder I hit 10,000 steps by lunch every day. Anyway, Timmy's lower back is feeling it, but he's about to feel a lot better. Do you know why? Not just because I'm done with work. I'm gonna head up to the mountains. I love you all. See you Monday. Okay, I'm dying. Why didn't you tell me that this was as steep as it is?
You didn't tell me.
Man, this is killing us.
The one that planned this
So
trip.
we are heading up there before the sun goes down. I'm sweated through everything, but there is Mount Rainier. Boom. It is a gorgeous day. All right, Jared breaks up. We're back on our heads. Oh, wow, I don't know that we're gonna make sunset.
Yeah, but we'll make sunrise. That's for sure.
Way up there. Hey, Sweet Tree Works. Nice. Lord, it has only been 10 seconds since my last video, which was right over there. Oh, I'm dying. All right, did it. We did it. Time to open some beer. Here is the view from up here. See, I'm gonna lock the focus. We beat this. Hey, Jared, we made it before sunset.
Barely.
5 minutes. This took like an hour longer than I thought it would. Holy cow, it's beautiful. My goodness. Goodness. Turn up the... There she is, Her Majesty. Rainier. Look at that. Lenticular clouds? Man. I don't know which one that is. Well, it took Jared and me way too long. Way too many breaks. We are the only people around.
For the moment.
For the moment. Check that out. We made it before sunset. Now it's just starting to get real pretty. Man, oh man. Okay, last story before we head down. We barely made it up here for the sunset. How many, but we got our sunset. Just beautiful. Totally worth it, Jared, totally worth it. That's what I'm telling myself.
That's what we'll tell ourselves. When
Yeah, I think I need a hot tub. We need a hot tub and a sauna. If there's anybody in the Lake Cushman area that has a hot tub and a sauna, please let me know. We're gonna swing by on the way home. And we didn't even bring bathing suits, so you know it's gonna be a good time. Okay, now it's the real last story because we gotta get going. 205 flights up here in 1.6 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll post the elevation gain. This was brutal. I don't think I've ever done anything this hard, but it's worth it. Last view. Because we could see Mount Rainier. It's kind of hard to see now, but Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens. Pretty awesome day for it. There's Mount St. Helens. There's Adams. You can just see it. A little hazy. Mount Rainier. So what do you think, Jared? You think coming down was worse than going up?
Yeah, I don't. I've got
Wow.
no words, man. I got no words.
No. Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. But we made it. We're so cool, dude. We did it. And I think I only cried like 3 times. Specifically crying for my mom. I just wanted somebody to carry me up there.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Big thanks to all the people a quarter of the way up that told us we were halfway. And those 3 girls that said that we had 45 more minutes. They were more accurate. Good night. That was tough. Okay, made it home. We did it. That was way harder than I ever would have imagined. Good night. My legs are just trashed from coming down the hill. So, time for a shower.